Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Alien Beach Party Massacre. This one is about an alien who crash lands on Earth to try and recover what appears to be a volleyball, and in pursuit of the volleyball, which is supposed to be a death sphere, is another evil alien, we'll just call him Lord Pigface, who goes to try and get the volleyball back too. So George, as they wind up calling him because they mistake him for somebody's cousin, goes to this old house, which is supposedly haunted, along with Jeff Al Glue, whose real name is Elmer, Bud, Babs, Robin, Linda, Charles, Bateman, and Roxy. And as you would guess, most of them don't make it out of the house because of Lord Pigface's assassin is there to try and get back the volleyball. So the only ones to survive are Bateman, Robin, George, Glue, and Al. So they wind up back at the beach trying to tell everybody that there's aliens around, but nobody believes them. And Lord Pigface shows up, zapping the beachgoers. But earlier in the movie, Bateman discovers that it's tanning oil that can stop these aliens. He goes in this long speech about how it does it and everything like that, and yeah, I don't get it, but it'll take too long to try and explain and figure out and all this. And I gotta tell you, Bateman probably has the worst / best luck of the whole movie, but yeah, if you check it out, you'll understand what I mean. So then eventually, the volleyball gets involved in the game of hot potato when it's being passed around from person to person to person to person, until eventually it almost lands in the hands of George, but Lord Pigface grabs it, which turns out to be a big mistake, because then it zaps him into who knows where. And then after that, everybody decides to dance. And it seems like everything's going to end well until a football lands from, I'm guessing, outer space. It glows, and you can almost sound the groaning sounds of Lord Pigface. So, sequel that never happened, I guess. So, why did this movie suck? Well, a lot of the dialogue sounded like it was quite dubbed in, which was kind of a bad thing to do for a movie like this anyway. There are quite a few F-bombs, not as many as you would get in a Rob Zombie movie, but yeah. But there are quite a few F-bombs in this movie. It was supposed to be labeled a sort of horror sci-fi comedy parody, and to tell you the truth, some of the gore in it was pretty decent. The special effects, the sci-fi special effects, I guess you could say, really sucked. About the first 10 or 11 minutes, well, I won't say 10 or 11 minutes, I mean, of course, there were credits, but after the credits and up until about the 11-minute mark, when you hear the aliens talking, it's in such a high-pitched sound, it's so irritating, it's almost just, it's almost like you just want to cover your ears and just try and read the translation of what they're saying, because there are subtitles, too. There are a lot of unlikable characters in the movie, mostly because either they're idiots or you just are not supposed to like them. And Bateman continuously calls pretty much everybody young man. It's like, you all look pretty much about the same age, so yeah, that's kind of dumb. One thing I will give this movie, though, the guy who plays George, the thing that really got to me was he kind of looked like Data from Star Trek The Next Generation, but with kind of long hair, so yeah. The sad part is that the only alien makeup only alien makeup that actually looked pretty decent in the movie was for Lord Pigface. Yeah, and when the aliens crash landed, the effects for that looked pretty good too, but ultimately overall, it looks like a pretty bad low-budget sci-fi horror comedy, and this could possibly be the first ever sci-fi horror comedy movie I've reviewed on here. I'm not sure, but it's a possibility. I'm just saying. But if you guys want to go check the movie out and then give your thoughts below, on what you think about it, go check out TheBurialGround5. It's on his channel, and tell me what you guys think. But there you guys have it, a review of Alien Beach Party Massacre. And of course, if you have seen this movie, boy, I'd like to know what you really think about it. And of course, if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. If you got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that was no day at the beach, that was even worse than the character named Glue and real name was Elmer, send it my way and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.